Eric Dickerson, my friend.
Yes, sir.
I want to congratulate you on wrecking my Dallas Cowboys season. I want to congratulate you on being one of the shrewdest operators I have ever encountered, because you even pulled the wool right over my eyes. The last time you sat in that seat, 2 weeks ago, you broke the news that you had been invited by Zeke's agent to go down to Cabo San Lucas and to counsel young Zeke on how to handle himself on and off the field. And I was mesmerized. I was spellbound. And you divulged to our huge audience here on Undisputed that, gee, Zeke even said he was going to go for 200 plus against the Seattle Seahawks in his return. And you said, gee, I bet him. No, there's no way you're going to go for 200. I'll bet you a game-worn jersey. You're a Hall of Famer, so that's a pretty valuable jersey that you have, that number 28, against one of Zeke's game-worn jerseys. And I got so caught up in, because I love this show, that you were
2-9, but that's I'm gonna
2-9. I'm sorry.
I'll correct you later. Go ahead.
I'm thinking of Marshall Faulk.
Yeah.
2-9, but I got so caught up in the news that you were breaking that I lost sight of the fact that not until Joe Buck said during the Fox telecast, Zeke was not very happy that you went public with the bet, because you actually rigged the bet on your behalf, because clearly the Seattle Seahawks, as injured as they might be, are still a very proud bunch. And they can play angry about as well as anybody in the National Football League. And so you pushed all the buttons in the Seattle locker room. They were on fire to stop Ezekiel Elliott and help you win your bet, because you used your public platform here on Undisputed and other platforms that you have to sabotage him in the game against the Seattle Seahawks, the game I had to win to stay alive for the playoffs. This was it. I felt so good about it. And I realized when Joe Buck said that, he got me. It's ED at work, shrewd operator. You broke the unwritten rule. What is said in Cabo stays in Cabo. You can't go public with that. Okay. How can you defend this? You realize you burned the bridge to Zeke. He's not going to talk to you anymore, right?
Are you finished?
I'm just getting started.
Well, look, I'll say this. First, I don't know what you're talking about. I have no idea what you're talking about.
It's just on
I was
tape.
just talking.
It's just
you asked me, how did it go down in college? I was just trying to
no,
tell you.
you volunteered. We didn't know.
I was just trying to tell you how it went. I know for a fact that when you say something, that that probably the other team is gonna probably look at it.
Probably.
Yeah, they probably look at it. I'm not a Cowboy lover, as we know. Look, y'all wasn't gonna make the playoffs, no.
Yes, we were.
No, you were not.
Yep.
No, you were not.
Yep.
That's what I told Zeke. I said, look, why don't we just make it 150 or 170? Let's just cut it back. No, I want to. And I did not know that y'all were playing the Seahawks. I don't know the Cowboys schedule. I thought maybe y'all playing somebody like, the Browns or the Cardinals or somebody. Then I saw Seahawks. I'm like, oh, hell yeah, I'm going to win this bet. I'm going to win this bet. So, in my defense, I plead the fifth. I did not know that y'all were playing the Seahawks, and I didn't know that was going to cause that kind of problem. I didn't know the Seahawks would come out and play like that. I mean,
But you had to know that again, to make your bet far more winnable, if you go public with the bet, the Seahawks are not going to like it.
So let me ask you this question.
Played.
Okay, let me ask you this question. Let's just say nothing was said. You think he was still going to go for 200 yards? Be honest now.
I mean, if they'd hand him the ball, like in the second
50
half,
times?
he had 73 at halftime, so he had a chance, right?
That's what they call it, halftime adjustments.
Oh.
Halftime adjustment. But do you really think he's going to go?
You know what? I think you would have had a far better chance. All I read after the game was quote after quote from Bobby Wagner, who can play angry about as well as anybody. We were not going to let him do this. And that little, what was his name? Little Coleman.
Oh, yeah.
He picks that off and he runs and jumps in the Salvation Army pot because they were all geared to stop Zeke. He was sending a message. Yeah, you ain't going to do it to us on national TV in your house.
Well, they were killing Dak. I mean, the thing was the pass rushers getting them. So y'all had nothing to work with. So it's not my fault.
I don't have, ED.
What you think about it?
You have a huge problem
I don't have
with
a problem with it. You know why? Because if I were to go hunt lions in Africa, not that I would, I'm going to go to the Serengeti. I don't need a tracker. I don't need anything. I'm going to go yelling and screaming. Because I don't want him to think I'm sneaking up on him. I want you to know. That's why I talk, Joey. You know why I talk, ED? I talk because I didn't. Man, I ain't know Shannon Sharpe was that good. Yeah, you did, because I told you I was that good, and I told you I was going to come get me 100 on you. Zeke, Skip, there's no secret they were going to hand the ball. That's the only way they can win. They're not winning games with Dak throwing the ball. They must run the football. So it's not. Did you actually think they were going to give up 200 yards after they just gave up 244 to the Rams the week before?
Thank you.
Did you actually think that, Skip Bayless?
Skip no better.
Here, Joe Buck said Zeke told them in their production meeting on Saturday, I didn't know Eric was going to go public with this bet. You can't do that. You know and I know what that
Go
is.
public.
You sabotaged it. It's
don't
over.
say-
There's
what?
no way.
Remember I told you this, excuse me, Shannon. Remember I told you this early. Now, you probably go back and look at it. Didn't I tell you that y'all would trade Todd Gurley straight up for Zeke? I would take Todd. Didn't I say that?
Now
didn't
you-
I say
now
that?
you're front running.
Didn't I say
Yep.
that? Did I not say that? I just want to know. Did I say that?
Yeah, now he's just
Yes, I did.
Now he's right there with Le'Veon Bell because he can catch the ball just as good as Le'Veon. I mean, the numbers speak for themselves. But anyway, Skip Bayless.
Wait a second.
Go
I'm
ahead.
going to bite my lip on this because we're going to talk about Todd Gurley.
Okay, how
on the
about
next topic.
before we go into Skip? Your team had every opportunity. Zeke wasn't even there, so forget the bet. What about those other 6 games?
That has nothing to do with the bet. The
No,
bet
it's about-
sabotaged.
he's
We
saying
had
he's
it.
The
He's
bet,
saying
we had
the
it.
bet was he get 200 yards, he
Yeah.
gets a game-worn 29 Rams jersey. He didn't get it. Now cough it up, Zeke.
Yeah, but the
I call it-
Seahawks
I
said
thought-
their sole motivation was to stop Zeke and beat Dallas.
That's their
You
sole
fired
motivation
him
to
up.
beat the
That's
Cowboys.
everybody's motivation.
You wrecked my season.
No.
I had it.
You know
Dak
who,
did.
You know who did that? You know who
Dak
did? You
did
know who did that? Really? This.
Jerry Jones?
No, Sean Lee. I blame
Ah!
Sean Lee. That's what I
Well,
blame on.
Sean Lee can play offense. He can play deep. All I know is Bobby Wagner playing with a hurt hamstring,
Yeah.
making plays side to side.
What happened in the second half against your Rams? What happened in the
Wait,
second half
Eric,
against
wait,
your
did-
Aaron
did-
Rodgers?
Joy.
Did we win that football game? That's all I want to know.
Help me out. Was Zeke playing in those 2 games? Yes, he was. Was Sean Lee playing in those 2 games? No, he was not.
What was Sean Lee trying to do? Chase Todd Gurley down. What did he do? Pull a hamstring
No,
because
he was
faster.
gone. He
Was
wasn't
gone?
there. He was gone.
Okay.
Edie, I got this
Chasing
new restaurant. I'm gonna take the ladies first. What would you have?
I'll have
hot dub or hot ale? Hot dub.
I'll have one.
One hot dub for you. One hot ale for you.
Can you put me a jersey on that too? please?
Yeah. Okay, he gets a hot dub
What a
and hot jersey. And me, I get a cold dew.
Shannon Sharpe, Hall of Famer. Did this Hall of Famer not break the unwritten rule that you don't go public with a
Go
bet like
public.
that?
I don't play
Go
for the Cowboys. I don't play. Do I play for the Cowboys?
No.
You play for the Cowboys?
That's information.
Do you play for the
What's
Cowboys?
hold on.
I play
Skip.
for the
Wait a second.
No.
You were summoned by the agent to go to Cabo and
did.
impart wisdom.
He
to
went.
this
did. I
Poor
did. I
kid
did.
who's serving a 6-game suspension, and he's going to have to come back, even though you claim you didn't know, against the Seahawks.
I did not know. I really
And so
didn't know.
he's feeling his oats. He's got a new physique.
Yeah, look good.
He's re-ripped. He's lost his little pot belly. And he says, Eric, I'm going for 200. And you said, oh, 200? And all of a sudden you make a bet. It's just you two talking at dinner. This is
He's
not.
a journalist.
Remember, you said
He's not a
you
journalist.
sit here. You said to me, "Oh, with Todd Gurley, man, I think that's a good bet. I think he can do that." You said it right here on air, and you said
What?
it too.
I didn't make a bet with Todd
But
Gurley.
no,
If-
I'm not.
if Todd
I'm
Gurley
no,
made a
not
bet
Todd,
with
not
me, I
Todd.
wouldn't go public
No,
with it.
not Todd. I'm talking about Zeke. I asked you. You said, "Oh yeah, I think he can do that."
I said he gonna.
Zeke?
Yeah, you
Yeah,
said.
but I was caught up and you were breaking news that
Yeah.
you were the only one in captivity who got to go out and see where Zeke was.
So I got you caught up then.
I didn't know he was in
got you-
Cabo.
So I got you caught up.
We thought he was in
I got you
Europe.
caught up. I got you caught up, huh?
Oh, okay, Edie,
I
bring
got
some
it
more
caught up.
news.
I
When you
got
getting that jersey?
I called his agent yesterday. I said I want that jersey from the Seahawks too.
Did he,
Yeah.
did he take your call?
Of course he talked to me.
Oh,
He
yeah.
said the same thing. Man, you sabotage. I'm like,
Uh-huh.
this sabotage.
Uh-huh.
That's
Is Zeke mad at you?
Uh-huh.
No.
That sounds just like
No,
Rocky.
the agent said that.
Rocky.
You know Rocky.
Yeah, I know
He
Rocky.
said- I said, then he gave him the ball. I said, what, 60 times?
Yeah.
Yeah, 60 times to get 200 yards.
That's what I told Skip. I just didn't think that he was in the football conditioning. Unless you break off a 70, you need 2 runs of at least almost 100 yards.
You need
Then you can get 25 more for another 100.
Hmm.
But without those big long runs, Skip, he wasn't going to get
Well, I
that.
guess he was just so gassed and so worn out and so out of shape that when it was first and goal at the 3 with 7:54 left in the fourth
Yeah, that was
quarter,
a bad
they
call.
decided we can't hand it to Zeke in
yeah,
this
that was a
case
bad
because,
deal.
hey, you want to talk about bad? That blew the whole year for me. They had the momentum back. They're going to cut it to 21-19. The crowd's back into it. And you do that and that and that,
Jason
and you
Garrett-
score none?
Jason Garrett was listening to Careless Whisper in his headset. So, and you know, you get Skip. That song start playing, man. Oh, man. Should have known better than to. Oh, Skip. I'm
then
sorry.
They're walking off the field after a missed field goal, and he's going like this. Robot. He just keeps clapping.
Thanks for watching. Subscribe here to get the latest from the show. Be sure to check out more of the best clips from Undisputed, or go watch a few segments from the newest show on FS1, First Things First, with Chris Carter and Nick Wright.